Ethereum is dead. That's what all the top analysts are saying. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the matter and then an ETH price prediction for 2024. Crypto news: is Ethereum dead in 2024? Coin Ledger: is Ethereum dead? Benzinga: is Ethereum dead? This Bitcoin trader thinks so. And even Crypto Banter did a video 4 days ago. Sell your Ethereum now, with the scariest looking thumbnail I've ever seen. And folks, there are two main reasons why they're saying Ethereum is dead. The second reason has to do with inflation, but not the kind that you're thinking of. Ethereum's average gas fees dropped below 1 GWei for the first time in years. GWei, short for gigawatt, is the unit of measurement used in Ethereum's gas prices and transaction fees. This is how expensive it is to do a transaction on the Ethereum network. They fluctuate based on network demand. And since GWei is at all-time lows, they're saying Ethereum's network demand is at all-time lows. But that's not even the really scary part, everyone. If we keep scrolling here, you can see the drop has made transactions much cheaper for users, which is a good thing. But now it's prompting discussions about the long-term effect of the network. According to Etherscan, average gas fees fell below 1 GWei yesterday, but now we have rebounded slightly to 2 GWei. Now, if you're wondering why GWei is so low, it is due to the Denkun upgrade that we saw in March, which then led to lower fees, especially with L2s, because everyone's transacting on Ethereum on the layer 2 networks. These are the networks built on top of Ethereum. You can see right here, Base had about 40 transactions per second. Arbitrum had nearly 20 transactions per second. Meanwhile, Ethereum is only doing about a dozen. On the other hand, though, the reduction in fees is sparking concerns about network inflation, and that's my main concern here. With fewer ETH being burned, the network supply has been rising. Now, according to Ultrasound Money, only 120 ETH were burned in the past day, while the supply increased by 2,500. This is counteracting the deflationary trend previously observed. When Vitalek was saying what the merge was going to do, everybody was being sold this deflationary ETH, but now ETH is inflationary. In fact, it's more inflationary than you might be suspecting. This is since the merge. Okay, you can see the merge was about almost 2 years ago now, a year and 332 days. Now, in that time, we have burnt a significant amount of ETH. We have burned almost 1 million ETH, 911,000, while they've only issued 780,000 ETH, meaning it is actually constraining its supply. It is deflationary. If there's 10 today, there's 9 point something tomorrow. But here's where it gets scary. If we just do the last 30 days of metrics here, it is very inflationary here. We have now averaged an issuance of 937,000 ETH while only burning less than 250,000. So we're issuing out 1 million tokens while only burning 250,000, increasing the supply of Ethereum on the network, therefore reducing the value of your coins. And you can see here it is inflating at the rate about 0.5% a year. But is ETH dead? I don't think so. And the reason why is smart money, everyone. Smart money in Wall Street. And then we're going to go, and I'm going to give you my Ethereum price prediction on where I think it's going to go in 2024. Because a smart trader, he keeps buying the dip. Here you can see he added $68 million worth of Ethereum. This was on August 3rd. Now, the reason this trader is important is because he has a 100% win rate. This is a smart trader who has never made a losing bet. He has been making smart bets with Ethereum, and he purchased $7 million worth, over 2,000 ETH. And then he also bought 4,000 ETH 24 hours before that. But this was on August 3rd. What is he doing right now? He is still buying, everybody. Now he is up to nearly $100 million. So this crypto whale, he's been accumulating tens of millions of dollars worth of ETH. He just bought another $4.7 million worth over the weekend. And so you can see here we have this smart individual trader buying. But what about Wall Street? What is Wall Street doing? Wall Street is also buying the dip. Ether ETF weekly flows turned positive for the first time since launch. We're going to look at the ETH launch, and that's how we're going to determine our price prediction for this year. And so the newly launched 9 ETFs, overall inflows of $105 million over the last 7 days. And if you look at the numbers for the 9 funds, 6 of the 9 funds had overall positive net flows. And it's no surprise, BlackRock is leading the charge. So if you want to bet against ETH, you're literally betting against BlackRock. Historically, that has been a bad bet to make when it comes to finance markets. Now, they are leading the pack with $188 million of inflows. But I said I would go to the charts for you folks. The price prediction for ETH is going to be a lot more bullish than you're expecting. Here we got the chart for Ethereum. You can see when the ETH ETF launched, it actually looked like a bearish event on the markets. It's July 23rd, so it's this little green candle right here. And folks, we saw a pretty significant decline. ETH fell about 40% in 2 weeks. That's exactly what I predicted. I said ETH was going to fall for about 10 to 14 days, whether 14 trading days or 10 trading days. We weren't exactly sure. And then ETH was going to start its recovery, and almost to the T, ETH started to bounce on the 14th 14th day. How did Deezy make that prediction? I just looked at the Bitcoin chart. Now, with the Bitcoin ETF launch and the Ethereum ETF launch, it looks very, very similar. You get some crazy wicks the day it launched, and then you got a lot of red candles, and then it found a bottom literally 2 weeks later. So this launched on the 11th, and this fell 12 days. But then Bitcoin had a massive pump. What kind of pump would that look like if it happened to Ethereum, if we were to say this was the bottom? So let's measure the pump for Bitcoin, and then it's going to give us our prediction for Ethereum. Now, Bitcoin pumped over the next 51 days 90%. So what does Ethereum look like with a 90% pump over about 50 days? Over $4,000 Ethereum is about 4,000 and some change. 4,000, very strong psychological level for Ethereum. And so that means we're going to be retesting the previous local high that we saw in the beginning of March, first couple weeks of March. So that is my prediction. I think we're going to hit 4,000. Ethereum's going to have to trade sideways for a while. It is a very strong psychological level, but that's when we start to see the breakout. I predict a very, very strong rally. Well, Ethereum went from July in 2020, sitting there right around $200, and it pumped all the way up to, look at that, $4,800 with a 1,700% pump. Now, I don't think we're going to get a 17, 18x or anything, but I do think $10,000 Ethereum is possible this cycle. So that'd be a nice 2x from the previous all-time high. So that's roughly what I got, but expect a pump. Expect that pump to last maybe about a month and a half. And I predict ETH to start trading sideways at $4,000. So all these fudsters are out there saying Ethereum is dead, Ethereum's finished, there's no way, sell your Ethereum now. I disagree, folks. I think ETH is far from finished. Won't be the last time we start talking about this coin this cycle. And I'll see you in your ETH bags with your cheap Gwei at the top.